Hi, I'm Yuri Calderon, the Executive Director of the Small School Districts Association in California, where we're committed to driving innovation and opportunity for rural schools. One of our most transformative milestones came in 2019 when SSDA was awarded a $4 million federal education, innovation, and research grant focused on bringing greater access to computer science education to schools across 6 Northern California counties.
As the 5th largest county in California, Siskiyou is home to Mount Shasta, one of the highest peaks in the state. The Siskiyou County Office of Education serves 24 public school districts, the majority of which are a single K-8 school. Prior to joining the CS for NorCal project, only 6 of the 15 Siskiyou County high schools offered a computer science course. However, as of the summer of 2024, over 65 educators have participated in the CS Professional Learning Program, highlighting the county's commitment to cementing CS pathways for their rural students. Let's take a closer look at Siskiyou County.
I worked with the county office for just about 30 of my 35 years in education as an educational services director. With our superintendent, we were able to come up with the 3 priorities that we thought would be the important ones for Siskiyou County's vision, and that was equity and access to 21st century jobs, the opportunity for all students to have computer science.
Well, first off, because we had such a wide net of elementary K-8 teachers participate in the CS for NorCal, we have a whole host of students that are now matriculating through into the 9-12 system. And what that does is it forces the hand of all of the high school districts to really address these students who are, 1, now understand the workforce need for computer scientists, 2, have some basic skill sets, and 3, are really interested and they're really engaged around computer science.
Among the 44 school districts in Siskiyou County, there are 4 exemplar school districts that have really made a commitment to building computer science pathways for their rural students.
Well, first we did it in the after-school program to see how the kids would be interested in it. The second year, I did push-in classes with each of the grade levels, and we did a broad range of activities. Oh, they loved it. They were excited about it. Every time I brought something new out, they're like, what's that? I'd see a lot of classes or kids walking through the hallway and they'd be like, is it our day for computer science? So Code Night is in December, and we just invited families to come have pizza, and we did an hour of code with everybody.
We used it on the computer, and we would go on this app, and then we would make a character with these things, and then we connect them, and then they would dance, and we could listen to the music.
I think the biggest thing for us here at Dunsbury High School is exposure. Exposing students to things they don't seem to know anything about, and letting them be okay with it.
It seamlessly blends communications and computer science. I mean, just with the activities every day, we're doing presentations and collaborations and communications. So it just fits perfectly.
Our students often feel isolated, remote, but their voice can be captured and shared in so many creative ways using the tools of computer science. Computer science is not just coding, it's not just robotics, it's a language and a logic and a creative communication process.
And when more and more jobs are utilizing technology and computer science and AI, and this is impacting the workforce, our students need to be prepared for it. And that is our job, is to prep them for what comes next.
Ms. Garcia has a computer science class, and I like it. It talks about how computers function, how they work, the origins of computers. It's really fascinating.
It's just another component of life because it is what we do. It is how we live our life every day. Computer science is where it's going to be.
We do have Amber O'Reilly, who went through the CS for NorCal professional development, and we are lucky enough to have her as our full-time CTE STEAM teacher. So she has a variety of classes that are related to computer science. It covers a little bit of everything, and then she has digital media, 3D printing, robotics.
Also, we've started a student success club on Saturdays, and Mrs. Shelby has asked, and we've been trying to do some coding in that program too, so that would get it out to more students than just the students that are in her classroom.
Positive things about it is they love it, and I know as a teacher, especially a first grade teacher, that this is their future. And if I'm not willing to have them get into this and, okay, you're going to be learning how to code a game. I mean, it means something to them, right? It's relevant and going to bring them success. So that's why I do it.
It's not very often that you have so much professional development to choose from in the area of technology, CS education. So it was perfect timing. We have a large growing number of Hispanic students, and we have a large number of Karuk tribal members. I think the main success, again, because of our demographic, is just exposure to technology, CS education, and even the careers that are available. Students here don't see that. That's not part of our community. It opens their eyes and it opens their world to a broader area of technology that just doesn't exist here.
We are going to focus on computer science in every way that we can. Computer science and electives keep our kids engaged, so those things will always be a priority. Those kids come first here.
The two most popular classes that I teach are web development and game development. I also teach a programming class. These are all high school classes. I also offer some middle school and elementary school. If you can get to them when they're young, you can teach them that programming is for everybody. It is fun, it is easy, it is creative.
We talked about the vertical articulation going down to the elementary level, and how do we get young kids trained in these kind of mindsets and skills. It's like you got to make sure that kids are getting access to that curriculum at all grade levels, not just when they get to high school.
It was learning all this cool coding stuff and making these websites. It was just generally a very good experience that taught me a lot more about life than just the computers and the sciencey portion, which is what I originally got into it for.
So I think that the next undiscovered country for us is figuring out more ways to embed computer science across other subjects and down through those lower grade levels.
CS for NorCal has definitely increased our computer science options for not just our high school students, but all the way down to first grade.
The community, the connections within our small rural schools, they are equivalent to what people pay top dollar for in private schools in urban settings.
In small rural schools, usually you get more access to teachers, you get more authentic relationships because you're dealing with typically smaller classrooms. It's the benefit of teaching in a small school, and it's the beauty of rural life.
I really enjoy how Golden Eagle is. It just feels right for me, and it's not super big, but it's not super small, and there's all of the sorts of things that I like to do, and people that enjoy the same things that I do.
We learned so much, including their passion for computer science. It's contagious. It was wonderful.
Rural schools have to find innovative ways to incorporate computer science into their curriculum by adding CS into existing courses through after-school programs, clubs, and more. The County of Siskiyou is cementing their investment in CS education.
We created a computer science day. They were able to come to the gym for about 2 hours and rotate through different plugged and unplugged computer science stations. After that day, the kids were so engaged and excited.
This year, I'm starting that Girls Who Code, and so just all the ideas of getting girls and more diversity into coding is important to me.
With dedicated teachers and administrators, the leaders in Siskiyou County are committed to computer science for the long haul.
A pencil is just a tool. We don't study pencil use. Everybody needs a pencil at some point for something in some subject. Computer science is the same. It is the tool. It is the knowledge and the ability to process, communicate, innovate, and it's a job skill that we're giving our kids fluency in, just like English or using a pencil.
So the advice I would give administrators would be, you really have to do it. These kids have to prepare for a future that we can only really imagine. And the technology is changing. I mean, within 2 years, how AI has changed the landscape of teaching and how kids learn. You can't really escape it, so you want to embrace it.
I think CS is here to stay in Siskiyou County. It's no longer nice or might do. It's definitely our kids deserve it. Rural kids deserve computer science as much or more as anybody.
Thank you to our partners for their support and to you for joining me on this tour of Siskiyou County.
This rural community is rich in natural beauty and determined in their commitment to computer science education. Siskiyou is a county where computer science has not only taken root, but it is definitely here to stay.